everyone, this is Gomati Shankar. I am happy to meet you all in today's Bank Nifty review. So, thank you all, my dear 35k subscribers. Keep supporting me, keep motivating me, and keep sharing my YouTube videos and YouTube channel to all your trading circle. So, before going to today's Bank Nifty review, let me tell you one thing. This is my website. I will give the website link in the description below. You can go to my website. I have given Scanner by KGS PDF course for free to all my YouTube subscribers and all my people who are supporting me and guiding me to do more videos. And if you want to join me and if you want to join my students team to trade together in live market, you can take up my signature advanced price action course. Okay, you can join with me and my students to trade in live market. So let us quickly go to today's Bank Nifty review video. So previously I posted Bank Nifty review video till July 2nd, and July 2nd I drawn the upcoming resistance and support levels in Bank Nifty. Okay, on July 2nd, see here, I posted the chart analyzing the Bank Nifty overall trend. Now, these are the upcoming resistance and support levels in Bank Nifty. So, still the Bank Nifty is just moving around a 3000 point level. Okay, right from 21,000 levels till 23,000 levels, the market is moving in between 3,000 to 2,000 points level. Okay, so still the market is not having the momentum to go up. Though technicals suggest the market is bullish, there is no positive outcome for the market to go up. Okay, so now let's see how Bank Nifty moved from July 2nd. So from July 2nd, what we are going to see, we are going to follow only our high probable trade setups. Okay, remember people, what is our high probable trade setup? Previous day low S1 broken. Okay, previous day low and S1 broken, as well as previous day high and R1 broken. These are our high probable trade setups. Okay, we are going to follow only these setups. If I am explaining the overall price action, it's taking a bit longer time. So, due to time constraint, we will restrict our strategies to R1 previous day high and S1 previous day low. So, on July 3rd, the market was not breaking any of the levels. See here, the market is breaking previous day low. The one important thing which you should understand is, market is breaking previous day low, immediately you should not go for a short entry, because previous day low as well as S1 should be broken together. Don't forget. Okay, so on July 3rd, the market is not breaking any of the levels. The market is taking support at S1, but there is no breakout. So on July 3, there is a no trade zone. Okay, as of July 3rd chart analysis, there is no trade at all. Now on July 6th, what happened? On July 6th, the market is opening a long gap up manner above R1 and previous day high. Now, how to face this kind of situation? Whenever the market is opening above previous day high and R1, okay, it is opening very much above previous day high and R1. So in these kind of cases, we need to wait for at least 1 hour or 2 hours to look at the overall trend as well as the direction of Bank Nifty. For example, now on July 6th, there is a gap up market. Now we have to wait for few hours. We have to wait for few hours to check the direction of the market. Okay, after 12:30, the market is breaking the day high. The market is almost breaking the day high and it is trying to go towards R3. From R2, the market is trying to go towards R3. Okay, so this is the direction of the gap up market. Okay, so whenever there is a gap up and gap down, we have to wait for at least few hours to check the real direction of the market. Okay, on July 6th, anyways, we are not going to take any trade because it is opening a very much gap up manner. Okay, I will suggest beginners to avoid gap up and gap down market situations because that needs many price action ideas and concepts to be understood and traded. Okay, so I will suggest beginners and retail traders to avoid gap up and gap down scenario. Okay, now on July 7th, the market is breaking S1 previous day low and immediately S2, almost S2 is reached. If you see here, this is previous day low and this is S1. S1 and previous day low is broken. As soon as S1 and previous day low is broken, our target of S2 is reached within few minutes. Within few candles, the target of S2 is reached. Okay, after that, what happening? The market is reversing. How we can identify a reversal? See here, I have told a reversal trick that the candles will get attracted towards CPR. Okay, now in this case, previous day low S1 is broken, S2 target is done. Now the market is trying to reverse. Don't take any reversal trade. Don't take any reversal trade. Rather than taking a reversal trade, what I will tell is, when the day high is broken, look at the Bahubali candle. I have taught one concept, please don't forget Bahubali candle. Okay, this Bahubali candle is breaking the day high. This Bahubali candle is breaking the day high, and you can go for a long only in that particular Bahubali candle. Okay, you can go along in that Bahubali candle. Now, many people, they took position when R1 previous day high is broken. Many people took position when R1 previous day high is broken along at this particular point, and they booked the profit at R2. That is also correct. But what I am coming to tell is, in this Bahubali candle itself, you can take a long entry. In this Bahubali candle, you can take an entry, you can keep your stop loss around this particular CPR level, okay, and you can keep your target as previous day high. So here you can do a small scalping. After that, you can take a second trade along this particular area. See here, this is your first trade, S1 previous day low broken, and this is your second trade where the Bahubali candle is breaking. Okay, and your third trade is when previous day high R1 is broken. So totally you are getting a 3 good scalping trades. Okay, so overall July 7th was a perfect day for trading. Okay, I don't know how many people missed that particular day. That was a beautiful day to trade. Now on July 8th is a challenging day, a little challenging day. Many people told my stop loss was hit. Okay, I received many feedbacks from the followers. This is previous day high and this is R1. Now, in this case, whenever I have told many times, whenever R1 and previous day high has a lot of gap, whenever there is a huge gap between R1 and previous day high, we have to consider target as 50%. Okay, R1, R2 50% you should consider as a target. And for stop loss, you should consider previous day high and R1 50% as your stop loss. Now, you are taking your entry in this green candle. This is your entry, and your stop loss was hit in this particular 50% level. So, in your first trade, your stop loss was hit. Now, the next trade, what you should do? Day high should be broken. Day high should be broken. So this is your second entry. This green candle is your second entry. Now your target becomes R2 and your stop loss becomes below R1. Below R1 is your stop loss. Okay. Now your target R2 is reached easily. Okay. So these are some additional advanced price action concepts. This needs a lot of practice and experience to execute in live market. Okay, so again I will tell people, on this particular day R1 previous day high broken, your stop loss was hit exactly at 50%. Now once again, when the day high is getting broken, you can go for a long opportunity Okay, and you can book your target at R2 exactly at this particular point. Your stop loss will be below R1. Below R1 is your stop loss. So this is how you trade. In live market, these kind of executions is little tough. That's why I am inviting you all people to join my course. Okay, you can join my live market WhatsApp group. We will trade together. Now on July 9th, by looking at the chart itself, you can tell CPR is home for the candles. The candles are not interested to go up or down because CPR is the home for the candles. So they are not interested to move. R1 is also not broken. S1 is also not broken. Previous day high, previous day low. None of the levels are broken. So this is a total premium decay day and beginners should strictly avoid taking positions on this particular day. Now on July 10, that is a beautiful day. S1 previous day low is broken. See here, S1 previous day low is broken in this red candle. Now what is your stop loss? Your stop loss is above S1. This is your stop loss. This is your entry candle. Okay, and what is your target? Your target will be S2. Your target will be S2. Later on, you can trail your profits. Later on, you can trail your profits up to 50% of S2, S3, and later on S3. Okay, this is how you trail your profits. So overall, on July 10th, that is a beautiful day. Now on July 10th, many people traded reversal trick also. Many people traded reversal trick. You can do that, but I am interested more in S1 previous day low and R1 previous day high. Okay, because beginners will feel that a easy one. For beginners, R1 previous day high and S1 previous day low is very easy trick. So only I am suggesting them to follow this particular strategy. Now on July 13th, what happened? On July 13th also, S1 previous day low was broken. A beautiful trick. A beautiful trick. S1 previous day low is getting broken. Here S1 and previous day low is having a little bit of big difference in a little distance is there, right? So what you have to do, when you are taking a short position at this particular candle, when you are entering in this candle, your stop loss will be 50% level. So this 50% level will be acting as your stop loss and your target will be S2. Your target will be S2 and your target is reached after a solid 1 hour gap. Your target is reached. Okay, so this is how you trade on July 13. Now on July 14, once again on July 14, S1 previous day low is broken. This is a direct trick. Okay, I have taught in 5 minutes direct trick in Bank Nifty. We will get 2-3 red candles below S1. We will get 2-3 red candles below S1. Okay, you can consider S1 and previous day low together. Okay, consider both the levels together. We are getting red candles. Now what is our target? Our target will be S2. Our target will be S2. Okay, so first candle itself you can confidently take a trade. Okay, confidently you can take a trade and keep your stop loss above S1. When you are taking your entry in the first candle, your stop loss will be very small. Your stop loss will be very small and your reward will be very high. Okay, so this is a very simple strategy where everybody can make money and everybody can be profitable. Okay, on July 15, many people are having some confusions on July 15 and 16 because R1 previous day high was broken a little. R1 previous day high was broken a little here. Many people took position and your stop loss is hit. Okay, where is your stop loss? Your stop loss is 50%. Don't forget. People are not keeping stop loss. They are losing money and they are blaming the strategy. That is a wrong approach. This is R1. This is previous day high. Your target is R2. What you have to do, your stop, as soon as this candle is stepping out of previous day high, your stop loss should be 50%. Okay, and your target also should be 50%. Don't forget. Your target also should be 50% and your stop loss is it. Okay, occasionally when your stop loss is hit, that is good, no problem at all. No strategy works 100% in market. Now on July 16th also, S1 previous day low is broken. Immediately the market reversed. See here, the candles are stepping out of S1 and this is previous day low. The candles are stepping out of S1. Immediately everyone took short position. Now where is your stop loss? Your stop loss is 50% of S1 and previous day low. Okay, why we are keeping 50%? Because the gap is nicely visible. See the gap. The gap between S1 and previous day low is very high. Look at the gap. The gap between S1 previous day low is very high. Look at this gap. The gap between S1 and previous day low is very high. So only we are considering 50% as our stop loss. So when you are entering for a short here, your 50% stop loss is hit. Immediately you are going to exit. Okay, so your stop loss is less, no problem. Couple of days your stop loss is hit, no problem at all. Now recently, yesterday what happened? The market was trading inside a range. See, though previous day high is broken, S1 is not broken. S1 is not, sorry, R1 is not broken. Now many people, okay, many beginners, what they will do when previous day high is broken, immediately they will jump into the trade and they will be trapped in these levels. They will be trapped in these levels. So only I am telling, consider R1 and previous day high to be broken together. Okay, so on this particular day, yesterday the market was going in a dead sideways market. Okay, and later on after 2 o'clock, after 2:30, what's happening? The institutional players, FIIs and DIIs, they are taking some fresh positions. Okay, they are on the long side and HDFC Bank is giving a good positive results. So together all the news inflow, it is taking Bank Nifty to a higher level. Okay, see here, R1 previous day high is broken around 245. Okay, still you can take the trade because intraday square off is around 320 only. So still you can take a position and you can book your profit around 50%, because see here, 50% is your target. Your stop loss is also 50%. Your stop loss is also 50%. Your target is also 50%. So this is how you take a trade in Bank Nifty. This is price action, my dear people. Okay, so people, what I have did, I have taught you R1 previous day high and S1 previous day low, a simple basic price action strategy. Okay, this R1 previous day high and S1 previous day low strategy will help you to be profitable. Okay, but if you want to stay in the market for a long time, if you want to become a full-time trader, then you should be aware of other price action concepts also. This R1 previous day high, S1 previous day low is strictly for beginners. Okay, once you take stock market as a business, once you feel stock market as a full-time career, you should definitely learn other price action concepts as well. Okay, so please don't hesitate. I will suggest you all to take my advanced price action course. Okay, and join with me in live market, so we can trade together, we can discuss together, we can take positions together. Okay, so that's all, my dear people. So this is the Bank Nifty review for past 2 weeks. So now let's analyze where the Bank Nifty will go in coming days. So now let us analyze the trend of Bank Nifty, where the Bank Nifty is going to go. So according to weekly chart of Bank Nifty, if you see the weekly chart of Bank Nifty, this particular area is acting as a strong zone, a strong resistance zone. Can you see the resistance zone? Multiple times the market is taking resistance. Here there is a resistance, here there is a resistance, here and here. There are multiple resistance in this particular area. So I am drawing it as a zone. Now if we consider daily chart, see here, if you consider daily chart, see here, the Bank Nifty is going higher and higher. The Bank Nifty is interested to go up. See here, this is support 1, this is support 2, this is support 3. So this is S1, support 1, support 2, support 3. Okay, and now the market is ready to go up, but we need some positive news. We need some positive news so that the market will go higher and higher. Now, what I will tell is, even if the market is going up, okay, the buying opportunity comes only when this swing high is broken. According to daily chart, when this swing high is broken, we can expect Bank Nifty to go to newer levels. Okay, if this high is broken in Bank Nifty, what happens? The next target for Bank Nifty will be 23,800 levels and 25,700 levels. Okay, this is my view, bullish view in Bank Nifty. Okay, so please mark these levels in your chart and don't forget these levels. Okay, so that's all, my dear people. So share this video to all your trading circle. Together we grow as a price action trading community. Thank you all. Bye.